morning. My name's Amber. I'm a flower farmer florist from Blooms on the Hill in Budgeree, and it's just after 7 o'clock in the morning. It's Monday morning, and I'm just about to harvest some flowers for my usual Monday morning run. I take some little jam jar posies down to the post office. I'm in my dahlia patch where the new ones are, and a lot of the seedlings are blooming. Look at the colour of this one. I don't know if it's going to be any good because of this open centre here, so we're just seeing what some of them do. There's a pretty pink one over there. It's a really nice colour. There's one down a bit further. That's actually, I'm going to take it down and show you, actually is a really good seedling. I'm not too sure if it's one that I bred or one that's come from somewhere else, but I really like this flower. Really pretty colour, and I'm thinking if this bush can get big enough and have enough flowers, it might be nice to my sister's wedding in March. Look at that colour. I really like that one. That one's been eaten by something in the middle. Must be delicious. Anyway, I'm going to cut enough flowers for 3 jam jar posies, and then get on with a bunch of other things, probably weeding. Back to wiggling my zinnias. Got my snips, which are covered in mud. Back to wiggling zinnias. And just get the good ones. Rough leaves. I've got my bucket of water. Straight into water. I think it's going to be about 27 today. Oh, in the water, not outside the bucket. Don't need really long stems. That one's not a really long one. Because they're for jam jar posies, that's enough really. Some of those extra leaves off. You're a bit wobbly. They're such a, you're really wobbly. It's such a weird little flower, aren't they? Oh, flies. Oh. Okay, I'm in my dahlias now. I'm just cutting some. I'm just cutting really long stems. This is one of the seedlings. So cutting on an angle, so you've got more surface area for your cut flower to drink up. The other thing is, long stems. It can be really tempting to cut them short, because this one, as you can see, has got a bud, and you think, oh no, I'm going to lose a flower. And the dahlias love to be cut. The more you cut, the more you get in terms of flowers. So cut really long stems, and that will encourage really long stems. When I first had dahlias, I used to cut them short. I would have cut here, so I kept this bud. And what it does is your plant will just keep throwing up short stems. So I used to have a house full of really short stem dahlias that you just can't do anything with. So cut low, be brave, don't worry about the buds, there'll be more, and then you just keep on getting them like this. Perfect. Now I'm just going to run this bucket up because it's not overstuffed, but we don't want the flowers to get crushed. So I'm going to go get another one. Then I'm going to get attacked by flies and going to pick some cosmos. And maybe a little bit of feverfew. So here we go. Maybe just the cosmos. As you can see, the cosmos is taking off, which is great. Look at that. This is apricotta cosmos. I really love this. It's almost iridescent. I haven't got too much cut. There's my bucket. It'd be tempting to cut too much. The neighbours' cows are really interested in what I'm doing. I've just discovered my shadow. My flamingo feather celosia is getting quite tall, so I might actually cut a couple of bits of that for my spike flower in my little jam jar posies. And I've also noticed my Gomphreena. This is the Strawberry Fields one. that is very cute too, because I have 2 jam jar posies that are going to be pinks and one that's in the reds, the colours I've been picking. And there's some rose coloured gomphrena as well. Yes, it's very interesting. My Rebecca is on the way. Look at that. So exciting to finally see things starting to blossom. And my double scoop echinacea, which is a perennial. It's probably in a dumb spot, but I may move them at some point. The garden is finally starting to come alive. So for a little bit of froth, I'm going to cut some chocolate lace, these jam jar posies, and I think that'll be it because nothing else will fit. This is very weedy, this part. Ignore that. But for the red jar, I'm going to cut some of this feverfew because it will suit the colour. The chocolate lace is too pinky. There's a bit more of it over the fence. And the cows are still taking great interest in what I'm doing. Just while I'm here, this little fellow here, look at that. That's an American basket flower. Still waiting for it to flower. No idea what it's going to do. It's got the funniest little head. There's only like 5 of them. They weren't entirely successful, but I'm just going to see what they do. Alright, I've got a nice little mix of things in this bucket. And the other bucket back at the house, so probably got too much stuff. But let's go make this jam jar posies up and then we'll run them down the post office. Okay, got my flowers. I'm in my flower studio, laundry. Okay, so this isn't particularly exciting, but jam jars, put my business card on them. There's no rocket science really to these. I just fill them up, basically. What was I going to say? I can't remember. Oh, no, okay. So I'm going to get rid of the foliage that's going to sit below the waterline because otherwise you get lots of bacteria. I don't see these for a week. I take these down to the post office on Monday morning and then I'll pick them up the following Monday if they haven't sold. These aren't necessarily about the sale, these, because I don't make a lot on them. And I only generally put 3. They're more about advertising. So I get some actual physical flowers in a store. I don't have a shop front. So these go down the post office. My lovely post mistress lets me put some flowers there. And yeah, obviously I put my business card on the jar, the snips, and you know, people buy one, they buy one, great, and my card goes home with them, and then I have these jars set up with a little picture frame with my logo. There's a little poster in there that I made up with my logo and details about the website and what I sell online, so you know, bouquets and for pickup and local delivery, and then also a bit of a mention about the workshops that I run here on the farm, and that I do wedding and events. And oh, the thing it doesn't say is that I'm going to be doing the pick your own, so I need to update that. I'm just kind of doing 3 at once and filling it out with all the fluffy stuff first, and then I'll put I might move that over a bit, put the larger things in last. So I won't make you watch all of this, but I'll be heading down the post office really soon. Right, these are finished. Quite happy with how they've come up. Managed to use this seedling dahlia, which is a nice colour. A couple of really small sunflowers. I think that one's called Evening Star. And I managed to pop the gomphrena strawberry fields in here, a few zinnias, cosmos, a couple of pink ones, another seedling, this glorious seedling here, and this dahlia. Have to think of a name. And that seedling there, the darker pink. Oh, got to use my flamingo feather, this little guy. Flamingo feather celosia for the first time, which is really nice. There's another bit of it here at the back. Ignore my dirty fingers. I was pitting cherries the other day. Look at them. To make some strawberry, make some cherry jam. I'm completely covered in goop. These are lovely too. So, yep, they'll just go down the post office now. So the way I transport these is get a box, shove them in, and stuff in, that's my mum's tea towel, stuff in a towel, and that just will hold them all in place so they don't move. There we go. Not very classy, but like that just stops them from falling over in the car. You ready to deliver the flowers, Jack? Yep. Right, back from the post office. So I'm going to have some breakfast now. It's just after 10. Late breakfast. Going to check the springers. They're over the back. These are my cows that are due to calve soon. Go check them. We crutched the lambs on the weekend and drenched them. So I'm going to take the wool and I'm going to have a go and see how it is for weed suppression. So I weeded one row of my dahlias, so I'm going to put some wool around some of the plants and see how that goes. It takes 2 years to rot down apparently, but these will be dug up after this season, so I'll have to make sure I remove the wool and put it in a bag or something before my husband goes through with the rotary hoe, because it'll get caught. So give that a bit of a go today. Other than that, I might do a bit more marketing. Should really do about half an hour a day, apparently. Half an hour of social media type marketing, which I have been told, the advice I've been told, which I think is good advice. Marketing is part of a business. So I might write a blog post. Once my back gets sore, I'll come in and change what I do. Anyway, have a good day. Enjoy the weather. It's going to be sort of mid to high 20s most of this week. I think we've got one day in the low 30s, and then Saturday is going to be 37. I've got farmer's market, and I'm thinking I might pull out of it because there's not much point me taking not that many flowers and then having what I do take die on me. So yeah, I think we might not do that one. It's just too hot. It's just not. If I have heaps and heaps of dahlias, that might be more worthwhile, but not for that amount. So anyway, I'll make a decision on that. Have a good week. I'll see you later. Bye.